A big state project puts the brakes on a local one. Good evening, everyone. I'm Susan Simon.
And I'm Eric Franke. The high-speed rail line from Milwaukee to the Monona Terrace in downtown Madison happens to run right through a proposed city park. News 3's Jess Garb joins us to tell us what the future holds. Jess.
Well, it might not happen as soon as some might have hoped and might have to be redesigned for a third time as the high-speed rail project throws the city's Central Park off track.
The first plans for this were made in 1972.
Long a dream of Near East Side residents, the land for a Central Park sits waiting for a grand design. Now it might have to wait a bit longer.
Instead of us going into a more intense design stage this summer with the answers from the Office of the Railroad Commission, I think next summer might be when we get those answers.
Those answers will be how a high-speed train will move through the middle of the parkland. Tracks leading to a planned Monona Terrace station sit between the neighborhood and the park.
The train, after crossing Winnebago Street, would be slowing down some because of the curve there, but we could still be as high as 40 or 45 miles an hour, most likely 30 to 35 miles an hour.
There likely could be fences around the tracks dividing the park in half, and key to a current design plan is a pedestrian crossing added at Few Street, which a former railroad commissioner says shouldn't be approved.
This would be, unfortunately, setting up a fatality to happen.
The current railroad commissioner is waiting to see how consultants will upgrade the tracks to make a decision on the crossing. And park advocates admit a train coming through 6 times a day won't help the park's amenities.
It makes it less attractive, but there is very little land available for this kind of an amenity. Part of it is already assembled.
The bottom line is the park is now in a holding pattern until more questions are answered.
In the longer run, I'd rather have these issues addressed in this stage of design rather than put millions of dollars into a design and then have to change things.
The current design is actually the second one that the Central Park Design and Implementation Task Force has approved. I'm told another one might be necessary pending the design the rail engineering consultants ultimately decide on.
News 3's Jessica Arp reporting tonight. Jessica, thank you.
Thanks, Jess. In tonight's News 3 at 9 text poll, we're asking you to join the conversation. Would you still use a Madison Central Park even if a high-speed rail line ran through it? Text yes or no to 87301. Standard text messaging rates apply, and we'll share the results tonight on News 3 at 9 on TVW.